We are back, segment 2, IDD. For those who know I don't disagree, that is the redoubtable one himself, Thomas J. Izzo, who is feeling rather Boston-y this evening. The highly questionable one, RJ Miliaccio, segment
Feeling
2.
green.
Feeling quite green. All things Caityln Clark and the ungrateful, unappreciative WNBA. Look, I've tried to stay out of this, and meaning I've tried to keep my opinions to myself on this, but I really can't do it anymore, given what I saw yesterday. And he knows what I'm talking about. So, look, how I feel about her and where I think she needs to improve and all these other things and my criticism of her, the bottom line is she's one of the greatest college players ever, and she has a game that, and Austin Rivers said this, she has a women's game that we haven't seen before, really ever. So it's added excitement, it's added flair.
Yeah.
It's got people watching that otherwise never would have cared. I mean, these games are now televised weekly, not in games she doesn't even play in. They got charters now. Everybody's getting endorsement deals. And instead of just competing and trying to beat her.
My daughter bought the ticket.
Yeah, did she? To see her.
The WNBA.
Yeah. Her daughter who never followed.
Well, not just to see her, to see the WNBA.
Yeah, she never followed basketball before.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
She likes watching Mule.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember the girl from Connecticut?
Connecticut, yeah.
Kate Martin.
Kate Martin, who's Caitlin Clark's teammate. Yep. No,
well, I mean in college, not anymore.
In college, yeah, at Iowa. But look, like I said, there's competing and trying to win, and then there's this, which has gone. It's look at if the WNBA is not going to do something, the Indiana Fever, the players, her teammates, her veterans need to, because here's the rule for those of you that don't know. When a high-profile underclassmen came into high school or college, the vets, the juniors and the seniors would kick their ass in practice to make them understand, hey, I don't care if you're the next whatever. We're a team here, and you're a part of it. You're not above it. But when they got into games and in public, if anyone looked at that player wrong, regardless, they had his back or her back. It's an unwritten rule. That has not happened with the Indiana Fever. And a few people have pointed this out now. A few former NBA players who said, yeah, we may have kicked the guy's ass in practice, but in the game, no one touched him. You protect that person. Where is the Indiana Fever players to protect Caitlin Clark or retaliate because she can't do it? Where are these players? You want to know why you're in the cellar? Because you're not a fucking team. You want to blame the coach, fine. Where are the veterans on this team that go, oh, wait a minute, she may be a prick, but shit, that's our prick. You don't touch her. Okay, or if you that's what a team is all about. No one, and two people have now pointed this out, and I was noticing it, but I hadn't seen every game, but I saw the couple I saw. It didn't happen either. None of her teammates have come to her defense. None of them. They're hesitant to pick her up. Okay, and I'm not the first person that noticed it. I just haven't seen every game. So where are her teammates to back her? Because if I'm Caitlin Clark right now, I'm looking at my teammates going, if you don't want me here, just open your fucking mouth instead of being a pussy about it, okay? And we'll find some way to get me out of here. But if you do want me here as your teammate, then I'm going to back you up. Back me up. And again, Kayla won't say that she's a rookie. In fact, she said all the right things. Look, it's going to be physical. I'm going to get hit. I just have to not let it bother me and keep playing. And she left it at that, to her credit, okay? Mm-hmm. But these people.
Sorry, I'm reading about this. Keep going.
So, Austin Rivers is right. Barnes is right. A couple of ex-NBA guys that part of their job was to protect the star on the team or make sure nobody messed with them. Okay, and they're not seeing it from the Fever, and we're talking 10-game sample size now. So when you say to me they're all jumping up and down whenever she hits a three, it's funny. Whenever she gets knocked to her ass, nobody on her team runs over to pick her up or get in the face of the person that took the shot. It never happens. And these guys were saying this. No one's backing her. Why? It's pathetic. It's utterly pathetic.
Saying Aaliyah Boston got in between her and that girl that Caityln chest bumped.
She did. She just did. She didn't tell the girl, back the fuck off or you and I are going to go. She just did this.
Yeah, she just grabbed Caityln.
Yeah, she grabbed Caitlin Clark. She didn't go in there and go, you touch her again, I'm going to fucking...
It's almost like that whole team is acting young. Are they all young?
No, they're not. Boston is in her second year.
which is still young. But
for her. But the rest of them, they're not in their second year. No.
Yeah, because they shouldn't be going to these. They shouldn't be bowing down to anybody. If people are,
if someone's going after
physical with you, be physical.
If someone's
back.
going after your best player.
Yeah,
that's a rule in every sport. You mess with him or her, you got all of us.
I'm saying they beat this guy the other day, though.
They did, and but when that girl dropped her, no one ran over and got in that girl's face. And go, what the fuck? No one did it.
Yeah.
Where was the freaking team? You know, and again, they're in last place because they ain't a team. And you can tell a team when a team faces adversity. they go down, they get bum blasted by the Liberty, who are a very good team, but by 30 points again. It's the second time the Liberty have blasted them by 30 points. Clark gets 10 shots. She's 1 for 10, 3. Nobody. I didn't see the game, but I'm wondering what they did to try and help her get off, if they did at all. So, I think Barnes and Rivers have a point.
Can I bring this up?
Yeah.
I'm reading this article. I should probably quote who it is. David Dennis Jr.
David Dennis Jr.
Who are we protecting Caityln Clark from exactly? I thought I heard somebody else say this. Shit. What was I about to say? Oh, so there was a debate on that show, The View, and somebody said, I do think that she is more relatable to more people because she's white, because she's attractive. I don't know that a lot of people think she's attractive.
I don't. This is why you don't listen to The View. Because they don't have a view. They're fucking blind as bats. They don't have a pulse for the
WNBA has like model level looking women in
Have you seen Kelsey Plum?
Yeah.
She's one of them. It's like, give me a break. No one looks at Caityln Clark and thinks sex symbol. No one.
Yeah, so that's an interesting comment. Look, if you're going to say race plays a part in it, sure. Race plays a part in every fucking thing. Yeah. But I still don't get the hate if that's, I don't know. There's plenty of white players in
the
WNBA that don't get this kind of hype.
The girl for the Aces, the African-American girl, Asia Wilson, or whatever. She's like the best player in the league. Or one
She's nasty.
She's nasty. Her take on this was funny because she says, look, it is what it is. The people that are making these comments have never talked to us before. I'm like, no, because no one cared about you before. That's the first problem. You were irrelevant.
People that are
making
by the way, comments.
Well, Barkley and all these people, she actually mentions Barkley by name. But he's a Hall of Fame big man, and he's a better basketball player. He probably knows more about it than you ever will. Okay? So I think he is an acceptable authority on this, given he was a professional athlete and one of the best. He won league MVP. At 6'4", power forward.
So she said he doesn't know what he's talking about?
He doesn't talk to us. He doesn't know how we're feeling. Really. How you feeling? Here's how you're feeling. You're pissed that this girl's getting all this fucking hype, and you guys don't like it. This isn't about you. Hey, when I came in the league, I got hit like this. Oh, really? By every freaking team? Every team in the league made a point to knock you on your ass? I find that hard to believe. Okay, or freaking Brianna Stewart. I never heard her tell this story. I'm sure there's one team out there that did this, but every team in the damn league.
So this is now bringing up her sexuality too. They're bringing up saying because she's not gay. Because would you say the majority of the WNBA is gay?
Sue Bird is my favorite women's basketball player of all time. She's lesbian.
Yeah.
I could give a frog's fat ass, and I'm in the majority. I'm in the majority.
Most of the WNBA players are, but
no, that's not it. That's not it at all. Okay, people don't watch because the casual fan doesn't think they're athletically as good as men. So to them, they don't realize they can play.
Right.
But now what they're finding out is they actually can.
Dude, it's all about her game.
Yeah,
dude. She was hitting fucking logo threes.
She can fucking play.
Yeah.
That's why I'm watching her, because she could. If she had no game, I don't give a fuck what she looks like. I'm not gonna watch her.
Her game.
Her game. She's that fucking good.
Now look, whiteness, straightness, sure, it is. Look, it changes things, but the reason we're watching is because of how she's playing. Now, it's been a struggle since she got into the WNBA because of how physical it's been, and she also just is showing her youth and the holes in her game.
There's physical and there's dirty. This league has gone over the line more than once with her. There have been some physical ones, okay, but there have been some dirty ones. And the one yesterday was just the latest example of it. But
it wasn't a hard foul.
It's not. It was the cheap shot.
Yeah, it was. It was weak.
It's not about. It was a cheap shot. The ball wasn't in play. How do you call that a common foul? Because it's not common.
They called it a foul off the ball.
Yeah, off the ball.
One shot and you keep the ball. Yeah. No. That's 2 shots.
That's a flagrant.
And we keep the
That's
ball.
a flagrant one at least. Okay, at least. Okay.
I think there's certain times you might toss somebody for that. But the thing is, she didn't push her hard.
Well, she pushed her hard enough to knock her over.
Well,
now, she didn't see her.
She flopped with it.
How? She didn't see her. She knew it was coming. Usually when you flop, you see it coming and you're getting ready to flop. She never saw it.
She knew it was coming. She yelled bitch at her as she walked up to her.
Her back was turned to her. She knew she was going to push her on the ground.
Well, of course she didn't know that, but
yeah. So
Did you see when Angel Reese went like that and she fucking took a dive?
Oh, Angel's a pretty big girl. She's like 6'8" or 6'5", whatever she is. But anyway, the point is this.
Didn't touch her.
The point is this. Okay.
Might have touched her a little bit.
The flop. This isn't her flopping. Okay.
I was just talking about that one single incident.
The thing is, it's happened way too many times with every goddamn team in the league. So
somebody's always challenging her.
Look, you challenge her by getting up in her face and playing defense.
I've seen a lot of that.
Yeah, but there's also the other shit that you don't need to do, where it's like, oh, you're you. It's like, that's, and that to me that's pathetic. That didn't happen to Bird and Magic.
So this is what I didn't like about the other day, when the one player comes up from behind her, says "fuck you, bitch," or "you bitch," or I don't know. She yells something at her.
Still doesn't know her name.
What?
The girl who did that.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, I do.
What's her name?
It's Cheney Wilson. Now,
no, but so the thing I didn't like about that. Sorry, I didn't know her name.
Nobody knew her name. That's my point.
The thing I didn't like about that. Okay, I didn't realize that's what you were getting.
Yeah,
I thought you were like mad at me for not knowing her name.
No, nobody knows her name.
So she knocks her down. Right. This whole they want to review it. She walks over to the bench and Angel Reese like gives her a hug and like kind of daps her up like, oh shit, that's right. And I'm just like, that's corny. I'm sorry.
Classless.
You walked up behind somebody and pushed them.
It's classless.
And your teammate is like dapping you up. Like, I don't know.
It's classless.
And then the other day, when Angel Reese gets choked out by what's-her-face, which to me I thought was crossing the line too. I thought she went after Angel, and I didn't think that was okay. Did you see that foul?
I did.
Nobody talked shit about that.
No one did.
And she basically got fucking throat chopped to the ground. Did you see it?
Yeah.
That woman got tossed, though.
Yeah.
And I think she should have been tossed for that.
Yeah.
But why was Angel so polite about it after the game? Like, what? So she's bowing down to this person that just choked her.
I don't know.
And she's dapping up her teammate who pushed Caityln Clark in the back. It's weak.
Looks like the same bully who in the NCAA tournament last year, when that fight happened, was nowhere to be found. So she was
pulling Camilla's hair.
Yeah, but when the fight was about to happen, she was nowhere to be found.
That wasn't in the tournament.
No, it was in the SEC conference tournament final.
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't that.
It was the SEC conference championship game. They thought they'd meet again. Yeah, that's when it happened.
Conference championship?
Yeah, in the SEC championship game before the tournament.
That's when the fight happened?
That's when the fight happened.
That's right, because some people
they suspended her for the first
games.
Yeah. And she, who instigated the whole fight, you were the one who pointed out the hair pulling. Okay? And when that girl didn't go towards the fight. Yeah. This is the same fraud bully that I've been saying about. And then her mother comes on the air calling every Caityln Clark fan a racist. Are you kidding me? It's like, no wonder your daughter's a donkey. Because you're a donkey. Unbelievable. The fact that you believe that, you're fucking stupid. You are fucking stupid.
Is that kind of like
stupid?
Is that the same type of shit? No, I don't think that's the same type of shit.
It's not hard to see why.
I was just thinking, like,
you hear her mother talk. It's not hard to see why she's the way she is. It's not.
Well, that's like everybody on this earth.
It's embarrassing.
However you are is probably from your parents.
Well, and again, the other day she ducked out of another one.
She didn't talk after they lost to Caityln.
Yeah, classless. She's a crybaby.
She didn't talk to the media after they lost to Caityln Clark.
She's a whiny little bitch. And her mother, and she gets it from her mother. She gets it from her mother. Yeah. Mama. Hey, by the way, Angel Reese will probably get some slack now because we now know who raised her. Okay? I'm not going to be as hard on her because I know, well, can you blame her? Have you met her? Have you heard her mother?
I just think it's funny that
it's terrible.
When somebody else chokes you out that's not Caityln Clark and throws you to the ground and gets tossed, you have this classy, like Derek Jeter type answer, but
your teammate cheap shots Caitlin Clark,
and you don't talk to the media,
and you're hungry, you're high, but you lost the game to him, and so you leave.
So you do know how to act.
Yeah.
So she does know.
I'm saying.
It's like
that's why I just said what I just said, because she knows exactly what she's doing. Okay, and by the way, I love that this is coming out because people are seeing her for what she really is.
Nobody's looking at her for that.
Oh yeah, they are. Because it came up.
Really?
Oh, it came up on ESPN. They said she ducked out without even answering. She got fined $1,000 by the league. It was a story because she failed to be available for the press after the game. $1,000. So everybody knows about it, Angel. So keep wrapping your gums.
Angel's making?
I don't know.
She's probably making a lot.
$75,000.
She's probably making a lot.
She's probably making millions in endorsements. Thank you, Caitlin Clark, again.
Well, no, I think Angel was a big part of this. Because
she's the villain.
Right. It took. We needed Angel.
No, we didn't.
No,
we didn't.
No. Here's what I'm saying.
No.
Dude, the way it pitted Iowa against LSU, that brought us all in.
Caitlin Clark's pursuit of Maravich's record and successful is what brought us in.
No, it was a year before that.
She was the last team to beat.
A year before that.
She was the last team to beat South Carolina. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Well, no, that was that.
Was that the Final Four?
Yeah.
Was that the Final Four?
They were undefeated going for their championship. They've lost. South Carolina has lost once in the last 40 games or 30, whatever. It's to Caitlin Clark. That's what brought us in her pursuit of Maravich's record. Okay, LSU had the best team that ended up. And again, if LSU ran into South Carolina, they'd have lost to South Carolina. South Carolina beat them twice during the year. Okay, they would not have beaten South Carolina had South Carolina beaten. Better match. South Carolina would have whipped LSU. They wouldn't have had a championship. Okay, so the reality is this: Caitlin Clark didn't need Angel Reese. Angel Reese needs Caitlin Clark. That's a fact.
That's true.
And the way she acts, because she's the best player on her team. Caitlin Clark is already the best player on the Fever. She really is. She really is. There are 3 or 4 girls out there that look like they don't know how to play basketball at all. It's unbelievable. It's like, how did you get to the WNBA? I'm not kidding. There are 3 or 4 out there that look. It's like watching female Rudy Gobert. 3 of them. Okay, it's utterly ridiculous. I don't want to hear about, this kid had 20 today. They lost by 35 today. They got bum blasted. Who cares about a kid scoring 20 when you get blown up by 35? That means, you know what that means? That means the Liberty took their starters out the half and you coasted and got 12 points the second half. That's what that means. Give me a break. So, look, the thing is this. My favorite women's player is Paige Beckers, personally. Okay? So, but Caityln, I don't know. She's a great player, but I was never a fan of her. And by the way, she had a 31-point game today.
I saw it.
She scored 31.
I watched it.
Okay, that kid can still play.
That game was a fucking joke for 3 quarters.
Yeah, it was. But the thing is, like, Caitlin Clark.
Dude, the Sparks scored 7 points in the second quarter. It was hard to watch. It was really hard to watch.
You should be thanking your lucky stars for Caitlin Clark, because if Caitlin Clark is not in this league, that game isn't on. First of all. You're not flying charters. You're not getting the endorsement deals. You're not getting anything.
Well, that game wasn't on. It's because my daughter bought the package.
Yeah, but I'm saying, it was probably on locally.
It was on in LA.
Yeah. So I mean,
but it's crazy because sometimes they don't do commercials and they show the in between.
Oh, do they?
Stuff that happens on the floor, like throwing T-shirts. Yeah. And it was funny because Casey was like, "What's going on with this game?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, they're like showing the T-shirt guy throwing stuff out to the fan. I was like, well,
and look,
they probably haven't filled all of it with ads yet.
Again, in the interest of trying to be fair, because now in the case of Angel Reese, I at least now know why she is the way she is. My message to you, Angel, would be, look,
rebounder.
You have the talent to be a great basketball player if you work at it, but you got to knock this other nonsense off, because otherwise you're going to be a Draymond Green. Draymond Green right now is going to remember for all of his antics and his $5 million in fines and his 40-something suspensions. That's superseding his championships, his defensive player of the year. People remember him as a thug, not as a great player. And he did that to himself. Okay, because that is true, by the way. Yeah, he's a thug. He's this generation's Bill Wnba, and he's earned it. He's earned it. He has. He's earned it. Like, he has. Okay, and even Stephen A. Smith, who loves the guy, couldn't defend him. Nobody could defend him after what he did.
Guess when he punched what's-his-face, that kind of...
He punched his own team.
He punched his teammate out, and really, he ruined it.
He ruined the team. He ruined the team. It's never been the same since that happened.
Well,
he ruined that team.
One after that?
No,
that was
right
after.
That was after they won.
That was after they beat Boston.
Yep. They have not been the same team since. He has destroyed that team from within.
Dude, and I said it, and I'm sure I wasn't the only one that said it, but I said both of them should have been taken out of that.
Both should have been gone.
They just had to get rid of it.
You have to cut the cancer out, the whole thing, not half.
It wasn't Jordan Poole's fault, or maybe he did play a part. But
talking trash does not equal a punch in the face.
I agree.
No. So the thing is, Angel Reese, before you end up as the female version of him, clean it up. Because you have a lot of talent. You could be a great player. You could be in the Hall of Fame one day.
She's out rebounding grown women right now.
She really is. You got to look at Angel. You got a ton of potential, but this nonsense has got to stop.
You know she's a lefty?
Yeah. Work on your mid-range, your three-point shot. You got a heck of a post game.
She just stays under the rim.
Yeah, she's under the rim. Like, right now, expand your game out and make a career for yourself because you have the potential to do that. Knock this petty bullshit off.
Dude, and the Sky actually have, I mean, they got her and Camilla down low.
They have a promising future. They could be a great team for a lot of years and compete for championships if this girl gets her act together.
The way they could just throw the ball down to Camilla because she's 6'7". Like they were just throwing it in, and she was catching shit.
They can be a great team for a long time if Angel Reese just focuses on her game, expands her game, and knocks this nonsense off. Knock it off, because all you're doing is making people view you for the wrong reasons. And I don't know why you don't get that. Okay, I think you can be a great player. Does that sound like I'm a racist? If I thought I wouldn't even talk about you. Okay. So the thing is, you have the chance to be a great player and maybe even a Hall of Famer. You have that kind of potential if you focus on what really is important, and that's working on your game and getting better. And I would like to think your coach has already told you this to some effect.
Here's what I think. Like, I want the WNBA to be successsul.
So do I, and she can be a big reason why.
Exactly. and what mostly has
she also could be the reason it goes down.
No, what mostly has to happen is this group right here has to inspire young girls to come be in that league.
Yep. The Cameron Brinks.
Right.
Girls like that. I mean,
there's a lot all across the league.
Yeah, there's a lot of good players.
They have to be, with these eyes now, is where there could be a boom in another,
3-4
10 years or
less than that. In this age of freaking everything's on your phone, it's going to happen faster than it did before.
But I'm saying, I'm talking about young people that now girls are going to say, I want to be there.
Next year's draft, Paige Beckers is coming out.
Right, but
the girl from USC.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying this group, including Paige Beckers and those coming
Juju
out.
from USC.
Juju Smith.
She's filthy. That girl's nasty.
It's not Juju Smith. What's Juju Watkins?
Juju Watkins. She's nasty.
No, I'm talking about this group of people has to inspire the next group, like to be bigger.
Yeah.
And now,
And Caityln Clark, to her credit, is trying to do that. She says on every fucking thing she talks about.
No, and they always show them, and it's not just Caityln. Yeah. They always show them like after games, taking pictures with fans, like do all that shit.
Yeah.
Because I like the fact that I've been excited to watch WNBA.
So did I don't even have a team. He's got a team. He's the Liberty. You got a pretty good team, by the way.
I don't watch them.
But they're good.
I've been watching Caityln.
Ionescu.
So
that girl who did the shooting against Curry and almost beat him.
Here's who I've been watching. I've been watching the players I'm familiar with. So if a Sky game is on, I'll look at it. Mm-hmm. If a Fever game is on, I'll definitely watch. If a Sparks game is on, I'll watch. But after seeing them play twice, that's a tough watch. It really is a tough watch.
They won. Now, they beat the Aces. The Sparks did.
No, they didn't.
In Vegas.
When?
Last week.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, they did. They beat him in Vegas.
How?
Because that girl with the guard had like 31. I'm telling you.
On the Sparks?
Yeah.
Was it Rakia?
I don't remember her name, but she had 31.
So Rakia's the other rookie.
They actually beat them by over 10 points.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's true. Look it up. Last week, when they played the Sparks, just go to the Sparks schedule. It takes the long way.
I'm typing in Sparks schedule.
Taking the long way.
I'm typing in Sparks schedule. You were like, go look at the Sparks schedule. I typed it in.
Going the long way.
Aces beat them 89-82.
That was one of them.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Well, no, hold on. No.
It definitely didn't happen.
Who was it who beat the Aces then? The Aces lost to somebody at home that was not supposed to beat them.
Definitely was not the Sparks.
Well,
Sparks beat the Fever.
hold on, let me look at the scores. It was there was a team that went in there that wasn't supposed to beat them and beat them. I thought it was the Sparks, and they beat them pretty convincingly actually, which was kind of shocking, given how much more talented on paper the Vegas Aces are.
Was it the Sky?
Hold on,
I think the Sky might have done that.
Hold on, they've got 2 losses. It was the Mercury, the Phoenix Mercury. Because they have that's why. I'm sorry. They have purple uniforms too. That's why I thought it was LA. I apologize. The box score was the girl Copper, Copper, had 37.
She was hitting threes.
She was 5 for 9 from the 3.
The Dream beat the Aces. Who are the Dream?
Who are the Dream? Where are they playing? I forget. But Phoenix Mercury, who are pretty good. The Taurasi's on that team also. But Taurasi only had 9 points in that game. But this girl had 37 on the Aces, who are a great defensive team. So that was kind of shocking. I watched that game. It was a hell of a game. And I was like, this girl just wouldn't cool off. It was crazy.
What game were we talking about?
When the Phoenix Mercury went in and beat the Aces in Vegas. That's why. I was like, holy shit. Like, who the hell is this kid? Because I was expecting Taurasi was playing against Kelsey Plum, and they have a bit of a rivalry going on. So I was like, this girl came out of nowhere, Cooper, and just, whoa. Like, holy shit. And she was consistent the whole game. Like, they could not stop her.
37?
37 on that team.
Yeah.
That team is known for their defense. She lit them up.
Hold on. Is that the one with the braids that hang right here?
Let me get a picture.
Right, that's a point guard.
She's a guard.
She had a big game today.
Kay Copper.
No, that's not.
Kayla Copper. She's a guard, 6'1", from Rutgers. That's her.
24 points a game.
Yeah.
They also have Sophie Cunningham, who's scoring 20-something a game.
She comes off the bench. Well, in this game, she had 9 off the bench.
What? Click on her?
Yeah.
They were saying
She averages 9.6.
Oh, maybe. So they must have been talking about the other girl.
Well, tonight, Taurasi had 31.
Right, but they must have. They were talking about Cooper. I thought they were talking about Cunningham.
Oh, okay.
Because I heard them say she's been averaging 24 points a game. And I was like, God damn.
I'm saying that there's a lot of talent in that league. I mean, there's some great.
But it seems like there's some teams that are full of talent, and then there's some teams that it's kind of.
Well, in the case of the Fever, their 2 best players are 22 and 23.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're gonna need some more help. The veterans they have are kind of dead weight, honestly. They look bad.
I don't know anything about
I'm just saying, I've seen probably 5 or 6 of their games. The supporting cast.
the backup big woman, Feg Benley. I like her game.
She's all right.
Right?
She's pretty good, yeah.
And she's a bench big.
But you look at the other guard who's very quick, but she's a turnover waiting to have. She's out of control.
A lot of them are turnovers waiting.
There's
so many times somebody drives in the lane and the ball's just. Boom.
They throw a lot of. Are you even looking at what you're looking at? I mean, just like so.
Is that the size?
I don't know, but Caityln Clark is having to probably have the ball more often than not because she's their best decision maker, and she's a rookie. That's true.
And she's not always a good decision
maker. No, she's not, but she's a rookie. I get her. Yeah. These other ones are not rookies.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and she still throws great passes, though.
The amount of passes I've seen thrown into 2 arms, like.
Yeah, really. I do.
It's where somebody catches the pass.
Yes.
Like, that's a really bad pass.
It's really bad.
If somebody catches your pass with 2 hands either at their head or just above their head, like, that is a terrible pass. And I feel like I see a lot of those in these games.
I mean, Caityln Clark, after tonight's debacle where she has held the 3 points, she's averaging 16.9 first on the team, and 6.5 assists first on the team. She's averaging 5.4 rebounds. She's third on the team in rebounding. She's a guard.
She's doing the other things because she is struggling on offense.
Yeah, but she's still a rookie. I thought she'd average between 17 and 18 a game. She's
as
right
the point guard.
As the point guard. And I thought she'd average between 8 and 10 assists. She's averaging 6.5. I think by the end of the year she'll be up around 8 because she is learning and she will get better. But her teammates.
She was starting breaks the other day.
She threw
against
one,
the sky.
Dude, she threw one pass, like from behind the foul line, chest pass. It went
Was
over
it over the top?
Yeah,
right?
and she caught it for.
And
I was
one?
like, do you know how hard a pass that is to throw?
Dude,
like,
I said that in college. Her chest pass is one of the most impressive things I've seen.
She
her
threw
do.
a dart. She threw a dart. Rookies don't throw passes like that.
Yo, and it's no effort.
No, none.
She doesn't put her whole. She's bang like that.
This girl has a skill. That girl who decked her. It's not
Carter.
Kennedy Carter, the one who decked her.
Yeah.
Said, what does she bring to the game besides the 3-point shot? I'm like, passing.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, passing maybe. She's 6.5 assists.
Fans?
Rebounding.
Fans.
Identity. I mean, we talking about. How about that charter flight you now have? How about that?
Brought a lot to that.
She's done. Yeah. How about all these games being televised now? People buying the package that would have never bought the package before. His daughter doesn't watch basketball. She couldn't name one male player, not named LeBron James probably. Okay, it's not her thing, and that's fine. But now she gets the fuck to watch Caityln Clark. You think she's the only one? I got news for you. She's not. So, my point is this.
But she likes the other ones better than Caityln.
That's fine.
But Caityln brought her in.
Caityln brought her in. The thing is, look, you guys are sitting on a winning lottery ticket here. Play hard, try to beat it, but show some damn class. And stop doing this to her, because honestly, you're coming off like a bunch of petty, jealous bitches. That's what you look like. And I don't have to sit down, Asia Wilson, whatever your name is, and sit down and talk to you about it. My eyes, I played the game at the college level, and I coached for 20 years. My eyes tell me what my eyes tell me, and they're not lying, okay? What's going on to her is over the line. It's over the line, and it's pathetic. It's pathetic.
Ooh.
And for you to sit there and go, well, it happened to me. Not like this, it didn't. You didn't bring in any fucking fans. You didn't get the television contracts. You didn't get the charter fucking jets. She did that. So get off your fucking high horse and act like a professional. Because honestly, this is supposed to be beneath you. I expect this out of Draymond Greens and people like that. Women are supposed to be better than that. You're supposed to be better than that. You're supposed to be you're supposed to be our better halves, all of you. Whether I don't give a damn about, you're supposed to be the standard. And what it means, petty shit.
Better halves.
Petty shit. I'm saying it doesn't matter what. I'm saying you're supposed to be the best version of us as human beings. That's what I keep getting told. Okay, and then I watch this, and everything that men have always known about you comes out because we've always known. You've always had this in you, and he knows what I'm talking about. Okay, and you don't have to be athletes. Women have always had this thing in them. And the fact that it's coming out right now is pathetic.
You're talking about the thing of tearing each other down?
Yeah. They've always had it. She's trying to destroy me. But the thing is, she is trying to destroy you. Okay? So the thing is, knock it off. Just knock it off. Because you got a lot of fans. You have a lot of...
Listen to the sugar daddy.
You have a lot of fans potentially coming in, and this is going to turn a lot of them off. It will. Because they're coming in because they want to see the skill level of you girls. So prove it to them. Prove them that show us that great skill. Don't show us this petty jealousy and thuggery crap.
Thuggery.
It is. It's thuggery.
It's skullduggery.
I'm not the only one saying it.
It's tomfoolery.
There's a lot of former NBA professional male basketball players saying it. And they know the game better than you do. Okay? Trust me on that. Okay? Trust me on that. Okay?
All right, it's 11:40.
So, in any event, Caityln Clark, keep your chin up. Keep doing what you're doing. And Indiana Fever. Really? Take care. Look out for your teammates. You want to let her have it in practice and keep. I get that. But when you get on that floor against an opponent, she is one of you. You want to start winning? Start acting like a team. The redoubtable and highly questioned one. We will be back Wednesday night. NBA Finals. We will preview that again.
I'm not going to watch Game 1 on
Actually, we could do Thursday. Can we do Thursday? You going to do Thursday? Will you?
Well, what?
Allah might be here, too. People might be coming over Thursday night. We're trying to think about something.
Oh, okay. So we're not going to do a show during it.
If nothing, we can.
You'd be willing to watch Game 1?
I'll do it. I'll watch.
Sure?
Yeah.
You told me last series you didn't want to do that on air. And I respect that.
To be fair, you did this with the Knicks. So
it's good. It's good.
It's fair. It's fair. I mean,
it wasn't the finals.
Yeah, this is the finals. Look, I'm gonna, and I said Celtics in 6, and I think they can beat them faster than that.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do, then I will know. Because on paper, they should beat this team in 5. On paper, they should beat them in 5. If Porzingis is going to start, they should beat them in 5. Yeah. Dallas hasn't beaten the Celtics in over 2 years. And none of these games have been close. And when they had all these, they came into Boston, they bitch slapped them by like 30-something points. Boston is not afraid of Dallas at all. Okay? And Tatum and Brown are close and they can smell it. So anyway, we will talk about it.
My apologies.
Wednesday, Thursday, Tom doing his camels.
God, I couldn't hold it anymore.
The camel that is Tom Izzo. But you guys enjoy the early part of the week. We will see you Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe one, maybe the other, maybe both. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But until then, for the redoubtable one who's now clogging my toilet, the highly questionable one, you guys know the drill.